Generation Miracles team. Didn't really put up too much of a fight against them last time, so excited to see this all go down.
If my memory serves me correct, I believe it was Generation of Miracles that actually went ahead and took game one the last time these two teams met, except it was in the finals. But of course, Empire Gaming and Dayfri in Dayfri fashion went ahead and had a reverse sweep.
It was a dominant reverse sweep, if I remember correctly. I remember a lot of blown leads, big runs, great defense from Empire Gaming. So we'll see what they're able to pull together. A best of one, just a one-game series here for the semifinal to go to the final. So everything on the line.
I'm glad you wanted and pointed that out. Yes, it is going to be a best of one. So adjustments that are going to need to be made need to be made between quarters, play-by-play, and maybe even at halftime. But whoever wins moves on to the finals that we'll go ahead and call next. Nice pass to that left corner. Crush couldn't let it go.
Ooh, surprising. He's usually money from that corner. If I do remember correctly, India, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Dayfri gave Itachi a certain nickname the last time that these two played. Could you repeat that nickname for the people at home?
Sorry, I'm not sure what you said, but I feel like you're trying to get me fired on stream.
No. The proper response was booty cheeks. Constantly calling him that in a pretty detrimental session. So you already saw the block that Dayfri had on him. They know how to play this guy, so we'll see how they try to handle Itachi this time.
We've got 50 people in the chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us here in the Best of One series. We'd love to get you guys to listen in, but since this is a semifinal and it is a best of one, we're not able to get you that. But of course, when we get to the finals, we'll definitely get you guys the listen-ins and the trash talking and all that good stuff, because who doesn't love to hear Dayfri, quote-unquote, tweak on somebody?
What did you do in between series, India? I watched the Jonas Brothers roast on Netflix with my family.
I might have to take a listen into that one. Roasts are always fun. I think the best roast I've ever seen was on Justin Bieber. I mean, that was by far the best one I've seen thus far. That
was a fantastic one. This one wasn't nearly that good, but the wives were funny. They crapped on their husbands, which was fun.
Definitely gonna have to check that one out. It is a 6-5 game, 1-point lead for Generation of Miracles. Again, best of one, so no real room for error here for Empire Gaming, or I guess for either of these teams. You see iBall Greens gets the green from the top of the key to give him a 2-point lead.
Yeah, so much talent. Probably the #1 prospect guard in this year's class. At least that's what I ranked him in my board. He's so talented, ability to shoot off the dribble like you saw there. He's going to be a great fit in the league. I think if his playmaking comes along, he can end up being one of the best very quickly.
Would not be surprised whatsoever. Remind me again, Cavs have #2. Who's got one?
Oh, it is Mavs Gaming.
That's right. That's right. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, I'm excited. I know we haven't even gotten to the combine yet, but I'm really excited to see how these prospects show out, ball out. Should be fun.
Yeah, it should be a blast. I'm excited. It's been a good pre-draft so far. I know people are hating on Pro-Am a little bit, but I think it's been a good time.
Yeah, I think Generation Miracles doesn't get too much credit, as you've got a nice green there from the right hash to go a 1-point lead. I feel like this is a team that, comes out continuously. I think this is the third time we've seen them play, right? We saw them a couple of times in the finals, now in the semifinals. And I mean, regardless of what you want to say about Hitachi and maybe the rest of the gang, as you see another full bar there by Crush, but that one goes in, got to give props to them. They continue to play against top teams and make it this far. I don't think anyone expected them to here in pre-draft, but they're making some noise.
Yeah, and ShortTexasGoon, kind of one of the real leaders in that. He's been pretty good for them and pretty good this whole pre-draft. Somebody that Frank mentioned I should keep an eye out for the draft. I agree. There's only so many point guard spots this year, but he's a good player. This Generation Miracles team has definitely been surprising. They just play a good brand of 2K. So we'll see if they can cap it off with a big-time trophy. But, as of right now, they're just kind of running into their old nemesis.
Yeah, Goon definitely someone who can put on a show offensively. I remember the last time we watched these teams play, Ty struggled a little bit, just a little bit. But DJay Too Cold was somebody who would just not miss a shot. I believe he also got props from Dayfri afterwards, and everyone talked about how he's one of the most underrated, if not one of the best power forwards that could be available in the draft. Of course, got to get, to the combine spot and all that stuff. Interested to see how he steps up in this best of one so far. But that's definitely someone that I've got my eye on to see if they make those impact plays. Nice little triangle defense there.
Agreed.
Walk back slow, doesn't matter. Middy's there. I bet you before that patch came out, he would have thought he had a 3-point play there. But that walk back's a little slow. Got to take a couple more steps back if you want that 3.
God, I remember how fast it was at the start of Pro-Am. Oh, Glenn should have taken that shot. I remember how fast it was, that step back. It was impossible to stay in front of, but it was really fun to watch. I won't lie.
Glenn struggled a little bit last time we saw these teams play. Want to see him show out here in this best of 1 as well. Dayfri thought he could get the offensive board. We're going the other way. Goon gets it down to Ty. Ty possibly wanted to fade in that right corner. No space there. Tries to pass it. Gets a tip. Gets it right on back.
Yeah, this best of 1, every mistake matters, man. Turnovers, especially in situations like this, are brutal. They gotta execute.
Bad decision there by DJ. Ends up.
See how quickly it turns around. See how quickly it turns around. All of a sudden, you're got the lead with the ball. It flips instantly because of a bad cut and easy block. Like, you got to be more protective of the ball. There you go.
Crush. Blinders showing up here for that nice 3-pointer, gives them a 2-point lead. iBall Greens with badge here.
Dayfri's got badge too. Looks like he's saving it for team. Might be a couple rebounds and a couple blocks off.
Well, he's got less than 5 seconds to go ahead and fire that bad boy up. Greens looking for a mini. Thought he had a layup, and instead it's going to get blocked. Dayfri, did he get his badge off in time? We'll find out here in a second. Didn't fire it off, but he still has it. Probably, like Harris said, looking for that team take or double take at the very least. Goon with badge as well.
Yeah, somebody's really going to have to start getting hot from behind the arc, because right now the interior has been kind of locked down so far by Dayfri. And Itachi's playing well too. 3 blocks combined between them. Yeah, Newdini, and that's a 4th. So, we're pretty early into this game still. You got to start getting things going from the outside.
Well, let's see if they're able to pick things up. Goon definitely someone who needs to get going here, especially with badge. But you're going up against Crush, so it's not easy to do just that. Itachi thought he could go up against Newdini. Dayfri was there to help his man out.
Yeah, you're just not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to do that against a fully badged out power forward, especially with, I'm sure, the endless amount of defensive badges that Newdini has on that 4. Whether it's Intimidate or Rim Protector, all that stuff. You're just not going to be able to score on kind of a hook like that under a guy.
Bailout pass to Crush, 3rd time. Not going to go there though, but they get the easy layup as we thought they would. It's not going to go. Gets the rebound, and that's going to be fouled. It almost sounds like a broken record, but Glenn is someone who I feel like anytime I watch him play, it's like Glenn's got to step with the 2. He's got to get more offense going in him. And right now he's got 0 points, no shots taken thus far, which is fine, right? It's only the second quarter. Nice 3 at the left corner, but you got to see a little bit more production coming out of him, especially because I feel like teams want to take a look at him, but it's like, hey, with the whole situation with he check gaming and all of that, is a talent worth, I don't want to say the risk because I don't know the guy, but you get my point.
Yeah, that's a nice shot by him right there. I ranked him number 3 on my board just because the talent, I think, at this point is undeniable. He is a very good 2 guard, but I agree with you on the inconsistency and consistency stuff, and that's an issue that a lot of sharps have in the league year over year, and I think that Glenn is going to be prone to that if he does get brought back into the league. He's a good player. He's a really talented 2 guard, but yeah, his inconsistency is definitely his biggest weakness.
Yeah, we'll see how he plays, especially if iBall is able to, able to advance to the finals. Nice steal there. Going the other way. And that's going to be DJ with the dunk. Here we go.
A little bit of a run here. 7-point lead.
Do we see an upset in the best of 1? You're bound to see them. Dayfri open down in the middle. Green, smart decision not to get it to him. Little pick and roll action. Gets it to that left corner. Crush. Haven't seen him green just yet. Dayfri. A little bit of patience, and he's able to get that layup to go.
See, Crush hesitated there. He's missed 2 of 3. So you usually expect him to uncork that one and green it, but he's actually struggled shooting from the corner today, which is such a surprise. He's usually such a sure thing.
Yeah, completely agree. Hesitation will happen when you're kind of missing a couple of shots, but hey, you got to keep shooting, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you can kind of tell it's in his head right now. So we'll see how that kind of changes the dynamic of the second half. They need to get him going in the corner. He's one of the best shooters in the world.
Nice offensive board there by Itachi. Gets it back to Ty. Ty to Goon. Goon to DJ, who thought he was wide open. Second time Itachi is able to get the offensive board, and that's going to translate to 2 points.
Yeah, I don't want to take that away from Itachi, but there's a lot of time in 2K where the game kind of just gives you rebounds based off of where it bounces, and he just kind of had the lucky positioning back-to-back. Dayfri actually had position on him if it bounced one specific way, but didn't get the lucky bounce, but at least you have Newdini.
You sure do. Newdini gets the green from the right corner, make it a 4-point game with less than 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Hitachi thought he was going to challenge Newdini there, but instead kicks it back out to Ty. Ty getting it back down to Hitachi. Goon with a nice three.
Like that. That's a great response, especially off the three from Dini.
Great response indeed. 7-point game now. Greens looking to answer. DJ's got his lock badge, and Greens doesn't care as he goes and launches a three of his own.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet so far in this game. He needs to get going. If Greens plays like the best player on the court, which we know he has the potential to, they'll win this game. But he's been a little bit slow.
You always got to love when, fresh blood makes it to the league, because it's like, how are they going to play? How are they going to handle those game, time decisions and those small little things that you got to be, your mental has to be right in those late moments in the game. Of course, he hasn't made it to the league. Don't want to get ahead of myself. But, good prospect to have out there.
Great prospect to have out there, and a really fun guy to track. Like, he still does make mistakes like any prospect like you saw there. So it's kind of fun to watch his development and see how he adjusts to different situations, because that's all the league is, right? It's just situational 2K and understanding how to react when you're, in certain times to execute.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more with you there. Gets the pass out to the left corner. Had to go in and launch that one. That's not going to go in and get the defensive board by Newdini.
I don't like that shot at all. That can't be what you end up on. You're up 6 here. Half is winding down. Oh man, this iBall Empire team is not locked. Yikes!
It's now a 9-point game, ladies and gentlemen. There's about 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Possibly an upset brewing here in the semifinals of the WR Open on the Xbox side of things. Greens looking to go ahead and answer back. It's going to be a little bit contested. Not going to go. Great job coming from that left corner to secure the rebound. Getting it now over to see a lob, and that's not going to go.
Oh, yeah. You see, I was watching their series before this, and they, there was this IM team that I frankly, unfortunately, have never heard of. They took this Empire Gaming team to 5 games. They clearly weren't locked in. They come into this game now down 9 at halftime. Clearly, that's carried over a little bit. Both Greens and Glenn just don't really seem to be playing up to their usual potential right now.
If there's anyone that's locked in, it's got to be ShortTexasGoon. The man is 5 for 5 from the 3-point line, getting himself 19 points. And Ty, 0. Talked about it earlier in the matchup. Ty didn't really show up the last time we watched these teams play. Hasn't quite shown up just yet either, but Goon is carrying the load on the offensive end for this team. Surprising stat of the half, 0 rebounds for Dayfri. Again, stats aren't everything. Box score doesn't tell you the whole story, but never thought I'd go ahead and see that stat line, or the lack of, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But mostly for this Empire Gaming team, they got to get this offense going. Some mysterious missed threes from both sides, but too many turnovers. A lot of mental mistakes that just show lack of focus or lack of anticipation. Now we're used to seeing, their defense has been fine, but yeah, the offense has been ice cold.
Diving it a little bit deeper, we talk about second chance opportunities really helping out teams. And you had coming into this third quarter, Hitachi, or I guess Miracles, having 10 rebounds to Empire Gaming's 3. So you can definitely see the second chance points and not securing the boards and boxing out, hurting Empire Gaming just a little bit. Knapp says they're battle tested. Hey, if there's any team that is, Empire Gaming is definitely one of them. I would assume if they had a little bit of a warm-up, you see a nice nice shot there from the right corner. If anyone's kind of had a warm-up game, you'd expect them to play a little bit better, and that's going to be out of bounds.
Oh, that's really lucky there for Empire Gaming. Oh, it's going to stay with Generation.
No, yeah, it ended up staying with them. I thought they would have gotten that turnover as well, but it is going to stay with Miracles. But yeah, my whole point was if you've had like a warm-up game, you've gone to a best of 5, you'd expect to kind of capitalize on that. But again, I don't know if Generation of Miracles played a couple of games or not, but you've got a timeout there, making a 4-point game here to start off in that third quarter.
Yeah, not a lot of greens coming in from Empire Gaming this game. Dini had 1, Greens has had 2, but outside of that, all their shots on the perimeter have been whites. Oh, that's a bad turnover.
Second time we've seen an unfortunate inbound pass go out of bounds. Got lucky the first time. Second time is going to be a turnover. And these are the mistakes you can't have if you're Generation of Miracles. Empire Gaming is not the team that you want to give them multiple opportunities to kind of linger around, because when it's fourth quarter, they can easily turn up and make it a blowout and not even make it seem like it's a close game. Rotations on point there, but Glenn with a nice shot and Dayfri with the IQ pass to the right hash.
Yeah, see, they locked back in. 8-0 run to start the half. That's what the doctor ordered.
Doctor ordered, and they responded. Goon trying to make something happen. Gets it down to Itatchi. I know Dayfri wants. Yeah, Dayfri was waiting, as was Newdini as they get the block. Going the other way. Glenn Ratty with the 3, and that's not going to go. Dayfri gets the offensive board and gets fouled immediately by DJay.
Yeah, great board there from Dayfri. Now his second. He has two rebounds now, India. Yeah, just, this is what this Empire Gaming team can do for you, or can do against you. They can just get on you so fast if you slip up at all. The talent is just obscene.
Crush can't get a green, but it doesn't matter as he gets that one to go. Counts the same in terms of points. That's
about right with full bars. They're about a 50-50 shot at actually going in. So he's missed 2 and he's made 2. 2K for the win.
Yeah, and to his credit, you see that shot from the right corner not going to go. Dayfri with the contest and the rebound itself. Launches it all the way down court, and that one's going to get stolen. Going the other way, Goon with the possession. Trying to make something happen as they've got a 2-point deficit where they were just up possibly by 7 or more. Goon, ugly shot. Itatchi there for the offensive board. Kicks it out to DJay. DJay to tie.
This is where they can use that great defense to swarm you. Took the lead, got a momentum swing. You got to get some points here.
Let's see if Goon's able to get a little bit of momentum going their way as well. Passes it out to the left corner, and they're not able to make that one go. Newdini secures the board.
There's the 50-50 ball again, man. Sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't. 2K just took away what it gave earlier for them.
2K give it, 2K take it. I believe I said that right. If I did it, it is what it is. Green's got the ball back here. Gets fouled with about 7 seconds left on the shot clock. That's going to reset to 14.
Yeah, it's a big, big run by Empire Gaming to start the half. I correct me if I'm wrong, AD. I don't know if this Generation of Miracles team has scored yet in this quarter.
I actually am not sure about that, but I would not be surprised if they haven't, because I think a couple of times they went up. You saw Itatchi get blocked. Saw a couple of missed shots as that one's going to be missed as well.
Nice
Dayfri with the offensive board. Well, that's going to get stolen as he tried to pass it to the top of the key. And God, what was that?
So he got his own board.
That's one way to do it. Itatchi, little hesitation on the offensive board to put it back.
And a flop. Uh-oh. We're getting some flopping out here.
Swattage. It is just chaos all over the court.
What is happening?
Somebody needs to calm the nerves. Reset the ball.
What the heck?
They're shooting like me out there. That's going to be a turnover. Going the other way. Goon, 2 or 3. Ties the ball game up.
That was a weird way for that whole situation to end.
That's like a quarterback scramble where everyone's just going everywhere, just trying to make a play, but it just was unfortunate. Saw like 2 late shots there. Nice dot to the left corner, and Crush is getting full bars from hell right now. Somebody help that man.
Yeah, he's usually, like I keep saying, money out of the corner, but that was a great job by Newdini to get that steal on the way back. It's so funny. Those 50-50 balls. I bet you the next time that Crush shoots a full bar, it's going to go in. That's just how this game works.
Crush went ahead and had 5 shots from 3-point line. I'm pretty sure 4 of them at least have been full bars.
Oh, all 5 of them have. He hasn't had a single green out of the corner yet.
Yeah, it's just not pretty to watch. Greens has an open shot to an extra dribble, and that one's not going to go. Itatchi secures the board. Launches it to the left corner. They're going to get a green out of it to take a 3-point lead.
Yeah, big time turnaround from Goon. Great leak out from him. Great pass from Itatchi. Easy stuff.
Best of 1. Let's just do that for the finals. Let's just go ahead and do that for $50,000. Best of 1. What do you think? Good idea? Something. Bad idea?
Wouldn't that be something?
The community would find a way to complain about it if they ended up losing. But beforehand, they might love it. I don't know.
I'd love it. Who cares? Who cares about the community? It's all about my wants.
Nice green there in the walk back, but it's going to be a 2, and that's not going to tie things up. Last shot, best shot for Goon and company as he's got the ball going up against Crush, who's got his lock badge.
Yeah, and got to be no threes defense here. Make sure that, maybe funnel him down into a 2.
Got it to go at the buzzer, and that's going to give him a 42-38 lead in the 4th quarter. We go. Empire Gaming. Upset alert. Push notification to everybody so they know to tune in.
Yeah, that was a huge run there for Empire, but they ended up giving up 8 points in a very short period of time to allow Miracles to retake the lead. But, 4-point lead is fine. At least it's not 9 anymore. This is a very winnable game.
Hey, there's one person that's knocking down greens, and that's going to be Glenn Ratty, who's stepping up a little bit here to knock down the open shot to make it a 1-point game. DJay bringing up the court, and he's going to lose the ball as he tries to do a pass fake. Empire Gaming looking to make him pay. Glenn Ratty, back-to-back threes, this time from the left corner, and the flop-in starts.
Oh, that's a
2-point
great
lead for Empire.
That's a great flare out by him in transition. Everybody else went to the rim. He smartly snuck outside. Great find. And then a big time steal. This is what we're talking about with Glenn. This is what we're talking about. This is why he's one of the best guards in the world. He can just come on you at any time. He's been fantastic.
8-0 run. Nothing scored here for Hitachi and company. You're saying, well, yeah, it's only been 45 seconds. Well, in those 45 seconds, Empire Gaming has put up 8 points to take a 4-point lead. So a lot's happened in the 45 seconds here. Goon getting harassed down there. Finally, the ref sees something and calls a foul. They're not making it easy for Goon to get the inbounds. Great defense there to get in the middle, but also smart by DJay and his team to call that timeout, because this is not where you want to have those turnovers. We'll do it one more time. Inbound secured, still getting harassed. Has the lane, and that shot's going to be no good. But another offensive board, and this time that one's not going to go again. But back-to-back offensive board.
Glenn again, man.
We talked about how Rigby is kind of like one of the best two-way players. Don't know if Glenn's up there, but he's definitely playing great on the defensive end. Has himself a couple of steals, has himself a couple of open shots that he's knocked down. Really helped Empire Gaming have the lead here.
Yeah, 4 huge possessions for Glenn in a row. Now he has badge. Well-deserved. One more shot gives him 3 threes in a row, 9 straight points. He's been fantastic the last couple of possessions. They got to get him the ball.
Dayfri with the clutch rebound there. Glenn with badge. Thought he had an opening. Nice pass to Newdini, and that one's not going to go.
Oh, a late. Can't be having a late. Oh, great defense again.
Oh,
look,
boy.
Glenn is everywhere right now. He has been covering every inch of the court.
So is Hitachi with those offensive boards. I mean, he's doing everything he can to make sure his team has a shot to win this game. Ty, that shot's not going to go.
Big board.
Great job by Newdini to secure the board.
Yeah, Glenn has made some fantastic plays down the stretch here. He might win them the game with a couple of other big shots. He's on fire.
Absolutely. Would love to see a buzzer beater. Thought he had a right side fade.
Got
Instead,
it anyway. Oh, wow.
This man's on fire. This is what we wanted to see from Glenn, and this is what we've gotten. He's just tearing it up so far. Really giving Empire Gaming the edge to go ahead and have the lead here in the fourth quarter with about 2:40 left to go.
What a roller coaster swing. You really thought the Miracles might be able to run away with it. They've done everything they could to lose this game, but Glenn has taken it by every single step.
Somebody go ahead and clip that defensive possession there, because look at how Dayfri went ahead and stepped up to make sure he could contest a 3, and you had Crush go ahead and rotate and switch and get the pass on the slip for the steal. Great communication, great rotations, great defense by Empire Gaming. 7-point lead for them with about 2:38 left to go in the fourth. Greens with the ball, bringing it up the court. You got Crush to the right and Newdini to the left. Glenn on the left hash. Greens dancing around. Thought he had a shot, heavily contested. Dayfri with another offensive board, and DJay, smart decision to foul him, because I think he would have had an easy 2 there.
Look, I respect and appreciate Greens trying to get going, but I feel like you need to just hand the ball to Glenn and let the man do his work. This is no time for Greens. Let Glenn cook, man. He's on fire right now.
Dave, listening to you here. Feed the hot hand. Glenn, no badge, but still balling out so far. Oh, I thought he had that midi there, but instead he hesitated to go back, and DJay secures the defensive board.
Yeah, he lost badge in the middle of that possession. You could tell he clearly lost confidence once he did. But, yeah, that's why that possession before where Greens took that shot didn't make sense to me. It's like, give the man while he still has badge going, you could take the next possession. So
you're not saying
a bit of a mess up there for the young guard.
You're not saying Glenn is badge mate, are you?
No, but every sharp is. Let's be honest. Welcome to 2K22.
DJay had to go ahead and chuck that one up. Hitachi with another offensive board and the kick out to the left corner to get the green. 4-point ball game. Hitachi's, I mean, look, say what you want about the guy, but the offensive board he's been getting, his team is green.
Oh, what a reaction. Oh, great reaction time by him to get there.
This is madness here with about less than 2 minutes left to go. Dayfri with the ball, trying to mash down low. Is he going to be able to jump in his DJay? Right corner to his best friend, Newdini, for the green.
Got him.
Oh, boy. Hitachi came over to help because he saw DJay was jumping.
That reaction by Glenn to get back into the backcourt and get the ball. I mean, those were a couple frames away from Goon walking away with that one, and that would have changed the entire game. Huge play by Glenn to get back and get the ball.
ShortTexasGoon says, I've seen enough. And either he went ahead and lagged out, quit out, call it what you want, but wait for the official word. But I'll go ahead and say 52-45. Look at that fourth quarter, 14-3. And that was a difference that put Empire Gaming ahead in this one as they go ahead and I believe take game one of this WR Open semifinals on the Xbox side of things. Harris, what are your thoughts?
That was just outstanding second half from Glenn, especially fourth quarter. They needed a hero.